Are highly sensitive people sad all the time? Or are highly sensitive people prone to a lot of sadness? This is a myth, and this is something that I hear quite often. I used to feel that too. I used to feel that probably I'm one of those sad people, or um, I tend to get sad all the time, and it is only much later I realized that that's not really true. I think the reason, or in my experience, the reason a lot of highly sensitive people experience this kind of intense sadness is because they process emotions very, very deeply. These could be really happy emotions or sad emotions. They process it very, very deeply because they tend to process everything very, very intensely. So, sadness is an emotion that we all go through. But a lot of people who are not highly sensitive, they can kind of just get on with it. They don't have to really sit with it. Most of them don't sit with it, they don't even realize it. But for highly sensitive people, that's not the case. They kind of know something has happened and they sit with it. They have to process it. And I think that's where they feel like, maybe I'm sad all the time. Another reason is that they kind of absorb other people's emotions. And this is something that you may have experienced if you're a highly sensitive person, that you're completely fine. Everything is fine with you. You are in a good mood, but then you probably think of somebody, or you probably meet somebody, or you've had that kind of an energy exchange with someone, and then all of a sudden you have experienced this kind of a sadness, this kind of an emotion which is not exactly yours. You know that it's not yours. So but because you kind of feel everything too much, you take everything, you process everything deeply, you feel like this emotion, this thought, this feeling is yours. But in reality, it's not. So these are a couple of things. Also, because a lot of highly sensitive people are, um, their sensory threshold is not very big. It's very limited. Their energy is very limited. So they kind of cannot take in a lot of things very easily. And I think, and that's the reason they kind of tend to experience these very intense emotions, these very intense feelings without understanding what is actually happening with them. So I hope this gives you a different kind of an insight on why is it that you feel sad all the time.